Good day everyone. So let's continue our discussion here in Module 14 sa part ng multiple integral. Okay? So bago tayo mag-proceed sa pagsosolve ng ating problems here in multiple integrals, let us first know kung ano nga ba yung definition niya and ano ba yung mga concept na dapat natin i-consider pagdating sa pagsosolve ng multiple integrals. So sabi dito, ang multiple integral daw is a definite integral, meaning meron tayong limits. Na kung saan doon kasi sa dati nating sinusolve na definite integrals, laging isa lang yung variable. So dito kay multiple integral, kaya nga siya multiple kung tawagin, ibig sabihin, more than one real variable na yung ina-analyze natin. For example, we have f of x, y. So dalawang variable na yung ina-analyze natin. And kung tatlo naman, we have f of x, y, and z. So ayun po si multiple integral. Pag more than one real variable na, yung ina-analyze natin. So integrals of a function of two variables over a region in R2 are called double integrals. So pag dalawa yung variable na ina-analyze natin and sinusolve natin sa isang integral, ang tawag sa kanya is of course double integral. And if tatlo naman po, ang tawag sa kanya is triple integral. So after natin i-perform yung integration formulas, yung process after natin gawin and makuha yung result, magkakaroon po tayo ng iterated integral. Okay po? An iterated integral is the result of applying integrals to a function of more than one variable. For example, yung f of x and y and then f of x, y, and z in such a way that each of the integrals considers some of the variables as given constants. Okay, so later ipapakita natin paano ba isolve tong multiple integral and ano yung tinutukoy na kinoconsider daw natin yung ibang variables na constant. Okay, so ilan sa mga example, actually marami yan. So ito ay ilan sa mga problems na example po ng multiple integral. So makikita nyo na dalawa na agad yung kanyang integral sign and meron silang kanya-kanyang limits. And as you can see, we have two differential elements which is t of x and then dx and dy. Okay? And then ito pa rin yung ating integral. So later, makita natin paano ba natin sinusolve yung mga yan. So, gaya ng sabi natin kanina, pag tatlo yung variables, ayan, tatlo din syempre yung ating integral sign and tatlo rin yung set ng ating limit. Okay? So, let's proceed sa pagsosolve ng problem para malaman natin paano ba natin ginagawa yung pag-a-analyze sa multiple integral. So we have here an example ng ating multiple integral. So since meron tayong dalawang variable dyan, namely x and y, so dalawang variable yan, ibig sabihin nasa double integral tayo. Okay, so anong gagawin natin sa pagsasolve ng multiple integral? So pwede nating umpisahan sa pag-isolate ng ating integral, paghihiwalay ng ating integral. So, pwede natin simulan yung pag-solve ng multiple integral by isolating certain variables and certain differential elements. So, in this case, pwede natin ihiwalay itong integral of 1 over quantity 2x plus 3y squared dx from 0 to 1 na limit. So, pwede natin i-rewrite muna yan para hindi kayo malito. Though po, pwede naman na dyan kayo mag-integrate. Wala naman pong problema. So, we have integral of quantity 2x plus 3y na denominator, naka-square siya, then yung numerator na 1, then dx from 0 to 1. Okay, take note na meron tayong dx, differential element of x. Therefore, lahat po ng x dito sa ating integrand ay magiging variable. So, x is variable. And then, lahat ng remaining variable such as y, we will treat them as constant. Okay po. So, pwede natin gawin is mag-let u. Let u. So, anong ile-let u natin? Pwede nating i-let u si 2x plus 3y. Okay, bakit kaya? Tingnan natin, kunin natin yung derivative ng u. We have 2 dx plus, since yung y natin is constant, And if we differentiate a constant, 0 lang yung makukuha natin na value. Therefore, we have du is equal to 2 dx. Or simply divide both sides by 2, we will have dx is equal to du over 2. So, pwede natin i-proceed sa ating integration. We will have integral of, so pwede ko nang ilabas tong 1/2 since papalitan ko naman tong dx. So, we will have 1/2 integral of dx na magiging du na lang dahil nailabas na yung 1/2. And then we will have u raised to 2. And then pwede ko nang lagay yung limit na 0 to 1 is equal to 1/2. Itataas ko lang po yung u. Magiging u raised to negative 2 du from 0 to 1. Perform integration, we have 1/2 times u raised to negative 1 over negative 1. Then yung limit natin na 0 to 1. Okay, we have negative 1/2. Yung u natin, palitan natin ng 2x plus 3y raised to negative 1 from 0 to 1. So, ibaba lang natin yung ating 2x plus 3y. Magkakaroon po tayo ng, so negative yan. We will have 2x plus 3y raised to 1. To 1. Limit 0 to 1. So, pwede natin kunin na yung upper minus lower limit. So, yung negative 1/2, ihiwalay ko na lang yan. So, we will have bracket and then sa upper limit, we will have 1. 2 times 2 times yung 1 plus 3y. Sir, bakit hindi tayo nagpalit ng value ng y? Reminder ko lang po na in this integration, dito sa portion na to, ang ating variable is x lang. Therefore, yung x lang ang papalitan natin ng values. And then yung y is a constant. So, remain as 3y lang po siya. And then minus yung lower limit natin na 0. 2 times 2 times 0 plus 3y. So, hindi ulit natin palitan si 3y dahil nga constant lang siya. Then we have 1 sa taas. So, simplify lang natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 1/2. Dito na lang sa baba. We have negative 1/2. Yung nasa ilalim is 2 times 2 times 1 is 4 plus 6y. Then 1 na numerator minus 2 times 2 times 0 is just 0. And 2 times 3y is equal to 6y. And then 1. Okay, so since nagkaroon na tayo ng value, okay po. So meron tayo nagkaroon lang ng confusion dito. Nilabas na nga pala natin si 1/2. Sorry, okay po. So i-ayos ko lang yung value dito sa denominator. Okay, so we will have 2 plus 3y. Nilabas ko na nga pala si negative 1/2. So, hindi na tayo magta-times 2. So, ito ay 3y na lang. Okay? So, ano nang next step natin? So, ito pong nakuha natin na to is ipapalit natin dito sa naka-bracket sa taas ng red. So, kung ganun, pwede natin gawin is integral of, yung kunin natin yung negative 1/2 times quantity 1 over 2 plus 3y minus 1 over 3y. Ang ating differential element na is y from 1 to 2. So kung makikita natin, meron tayong differential element of y and then lahat na po ng ating variable is naka in terms of y. So wala nang ibang variable yan. Since last integration naman na dito sa ating given. Ngayon, ano na ititreat natin na variable? Since y na lang na may natitira, siya na po yung magiging ating variable. So, ano nang next gawin? I-perform lang po ulit yung proper integration. So, pwede natin paghiwalay niyan. We have integral of negative 1/2. Pwede ko ilabas na lang. Negative 1/2 integral of dy over 2 plus 3y from 1 to 2 minus negative 1/2 integral of dy over 3y from 1 to 2. So, integrate na tayo. We have negative 1/2. Yung 2 plus 3y, pwede nating i-let u yun. Okay, mag-let u tayo. Let u is equal to 2 plus 3y, and we have du is equal to 3dy, or dy is equal to du over 3. So, simplify lang natin. We have negative 1/2 integral of du over 3 over u from 1 to 2, plus dahil negative 1/2 and then minus, we have 1/2 integral of, pwede ko nang ilabas yung 1/3 sa loob. Then integral of dy over y na lang po, 1 to 2. So we have negative 1/2 times 1/3 is 1 over 6 negative. And then integral of du over u is ln u. Ang u natin is 2 plus 3y. After that, doon naman sa kabila, plus 1 over 6 ln of y. And then from 1 to 2. Okay, so mag-minus na tayo na upper and lower limit. So we will have is equal to, so upper limit muna tayo, 1 over 6. So ln of 2 plus 3 times 2 na upper limit, we have 6. Plus 1 over 6 ln of 2. So doon naman tayo sa lower limit. So we have negative 1 over 6 ln of absolute value ng 2 plus 3 times 1 na lower limit, we have 3. So plus 1 over 6 ln of absolute value ng 1. So alam naman natin na yung ln 1 is equal sa 0 na po yan. Okay, simplify lang natin. We have 1 over 6 na negative ln of 8 plus 1 over 6 ln of 2. So minus the negative, yan ay plus 1 over 6 ln of 5. Okay? Simplify lang natin. Labas natin yung 1 over 6. Then unahin ko na yung ln 5 plus ln 2 minus ln 8. Okay? So pwede pa nating i-edit to. So we will have 1 over 6 multiplication property ng ating logarithm. We have ln 5 plus ln 2 is equal to ln 10 over ln 10 over 8. Okay, so kung si-simplify pa natin yan, we will have 1 over 6 ln of 5 over 4. So therefore, ito yung ating final answer for first multiple integral. So recap lang po kung anong mga ginawa natin. In-isolate muna natin yung ating integrals. Iniwalay natin yung uunahin nating i-integrate, which in this case is the integral of 1 over quantity 2x plus 3y squared dx. And then lahat ng x variable sa ating integrand is naging variable yung treatment natin. And then yung remaining variables is naging constant, which in this case, yung y. After we integrate sa una, ulitin ulit yung process, ipalit po itong result natin doon sa ating naka-bracket po. And then perform another integration. Then you will arrive to 1 over 6 ln 5 over 4. Okay? So, kung ilan yung integral sign, ganun din kadaming beses mag-i-integrate. So, dalawang integral sign natin dito. So, dalawang beses tayo nag-integrate. Okay, so we have here an application of multiple integrals. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag na Fubini's theorem stating that if f of x and y is continuous on the rectangle R is equal to limits a to b by c to d, then, so pwede nating sundin tong ating equation na to. So, for example, we have given na double integral ng f of x and y, then dA, pwede nating i-write yan into this form. So, ito yung una nating form. We have integral of f of xy dx from a to b and then c to d. So, ganyan natin siya isusulat. So, saan ba galing tong ab saka dc na ito? So, napapansin nyo, meron tayong r dito wherein yung first limits na ilalagay, yun po ay para kay dx. So, kaya kung napapansin nyo, ito hinihiwalay muna ito. So, dx yung kanyang differential element, and then yung limits na ginamit is a to b. Okay? And then yung next set of limits natin from c to d, yun ay para kay dy, and then ginamit siya dun kay dy. So, ito po, saka ito yung dy. Okay? So, gano'n natin siya ginamit. Pero, what if mapagbaligtad nyo? Okay lang naman mapagbaligtad. Just make sure na nabaligtad nyo tong limits, and then nabaligtad nyo rin itong differential elements x and y natin. Okay. So, basta ang lagi nyo tatandaan, si a to b, yung unang limits na babanggitin dito, is para kay dx o sa x variable. And then yung pangalawa ay para kay dy. Okay po? So, paano kapag napagbaligtad nyo yung, mamaya sa example natin, pag napagbaligtad natin yung mga terms dito sa f of x and y, kung okay lang ba. So, tingnan natin later. So, kung meron tayong double integral, then syempre meron din tayong triple integral. So, dadagdagan lang natin ng isa pang variable. And then, magkakaroon na tayo ng dv instead of dA. Okay, so integral, triple integral of f of x, y, and z. So, take note na ang una lagi is dx, and then next si dy, and next si dz. Ito pong tatlo na to is hindi po pwedeng magkabali-baliktad. Po, kung una si dx at nasa loob siya, yun yung unang integration. Then, next integration is dy, and then dz. Okay, yung limits naman po natin is ganun pa rin, pero nagdagdagan lang ng isang set. So, yung una-unang binigay is dx ulit yun, yung pangalawa is dy, and then yung last is dz. Okay po? So, ganun natin siya gamitin. If i-rewrite natin itong given na ito, yung pinakauna natin, yung a to b na limit, gaya na sabi natin, nakatandem siya kay dx. Okay po? And then yung next set, c to d na limits, nakatandem siya kay dy. And then itong dz na huli, nakatandem naman siya kay r to s. Okay po? So, bawal magkabali-baligtad tong tatlo na to. Unless, mapagbaligtad din natin yung pag-a-assign ng limits dun sa ating integral sign. So, for us, to understand kung paano mo ginagamit yung konsepto ng application of multiple integrals. So, let's proceed to our example. So, gaya na sabi natin kanina, ayan. So, ito ay application na ng ating multiple integral. Okay, so as you can see, hindi pa nakalagay yung limits natin dito sa ating integral sign. I-check natin yung ating given. So, double integral of 6x y squared dA. So, itong dA na to, maire-rewrite natin yan sa dx then dy. Unahin lagi si dx. And then we have limits r is equal to 2 to 4 by 1 to 2. Ang sabi natin kanina na yung 2 is yung a, and then yung 4 is yung ating limit b. And ito pong dalawa na 2 and 4 ay para kay dx. Nakatandem siya. So, next set of limits naman, yan ay from c to d. Okay, and alam natin na yung pair na ito ay para kay dy. Okay, so i-rewrite lang natin yung ating given integral. So, we have integral, dalawa, and then yung ating integral na 6x y squared. Yung dA palitan natin ng dx dy. Okay po. Yung 2 and 4, dito siya sa loob. 2 to 4. Bakit po sir nasa loob yan? Gaya na sabi natin, nakatandem siya kay dx. Nasa loob si dx, therefore nasa loob din yung limits natin 2 to 4 na a to b. And of course, yung 1 to 2 na limits na c to d, para siya kay dy. Nasa labas si dy, therefore dapat nasa labas din yung limits na yun. So we have 1 to 2. So anong gagawin natin? So gaya ng ginawa natin sa number 1, sample natin is i-isolate natin yung ating integral na kung saan isa lang yung i-consider natin muna na variable. Well, in this case, ilipat muna natin. We have 6xy squared dx. So integral of 6xy squared dx from 2 to 4. So, anong gagawin? Mag-perform tayo ng integration process natin. So, since x ang ating nasa differential element, therefore, yung ibang variable, which wherein yung dito ay y, yun ay constant na po. So, sabihin natin yung 6 y squared, pwede nating ilabas sa ating integral sign since constant lang naman yun, di ba? Dito lang sa integration na ginagawa natin. So we have x dx from 2 to 4 is equal to 6y squared. Integral of x dx is x squared over 2 from 2 to 4, or simplify, we have 3y squared x squared from 2 to 4. Upper limit natin, we have 3. Yung y squared hindi papalitan since constant lang po siya. 3y squared. Yung x squared, papalitan natin ng 4 yan. Squared for upper limit. Minus 3y squared. Then lower limit na 2 squared. Okay po. So simplify lang natin. We will have 12y squared. 12y squared or 16. 4 squared is 16 times 3 is equal to 48. Y squared minus 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Y squared. Simplify, we have 48 minus 12y squared is equal to 36y squared. So ipalit lang natin doon sa in-isolate natin kanina. So now we have integral of 36y squared. Then yung dy natin from 1 to 2. Okay, so wala naman ng ibang variable. Therefore, yung ating variable dito is y na po since we have a differential element of y na. Okay, so ilabas natin si 36 na constant. Then integral of y squared dy from 1 to 2 is equal to 36y raised to 3 pag in-integrate natin over 3 from 1 to 2. Simplify, we have 36 over 3 is 12y cubed. And then from 1 to 2 is equal to, so labas ko lang si 12. Okay, upper limit tayo, 2 raised to 3 minus lower limit na 1 raised to 3. So we have 12 times 8 minus 1 is equal to 12 times 7 is equal to 84. So the final answer for our given double integral is 84. Okay, so as you can see, we have here a triple integral. So bakit naging triple? So kung mapapansin nyo, tatlo na yung ating integral sign. So obvious naman siya na tatlo. And then as you can see, tatlo din yung sets of limit na binigay sa atin. Okay, so kanina sa application of multiple integrals, pag tatlo, ang ginagawa natin dyan is tinitingnan natin yung limits and then titingnan natin kung saan siya nakatandem. Ang sabi natin, yung pinakaunang binabanggit ay nakapartner siya kay dx, yung pangalawa ay kay dy, and yung pangatlo is kay dz. Pasan by dx, dy, dz dito sa given. So pwede nating itong dv is palitan natin yan ng dx times dy times dz. Okay po? Sige. So, pwede natin i-rewrite yung ating given. So, we have integral na tatlo. So, palitan natin. Ilagay natin yung ating limits. Yung pinakalabas is para kay dz. So, ang limits niya is 0 to 1. Yung pangalawa, ang integral sign is yung dy naman, which is ang limit is 1 to 2. And then, yung innermost integral natin is 2 to 3 para kay dx. So, wag niyong mapagpalit-palit yung tatlong set ng limits na yan. So, una si dx, yung pinaka nasa loob, dy susunod, and then yung dz yung pinakalabas o yung pinakahuling i-integrate na variable. And then, i-copy lang natin yung ating integral ng 8x, y, z. Okay, baka kasi may magtanong sa inyo, napaisip lang, Sir, pwede ba itong mapagpalit-palit yung tatlo? Yes, pwede po. Dahil wala naman sa order yung wala naman sa order nitong integrand kung ano yung itinitreat natin na variable and constant at the time na nag-i-integrate tayo. Yun ay nakadepende po sa arrangement dito. Okay po? Sige, so pwede na natin ituloy yung ating integration. So ano ang pinakaunang gagawin? So ganun po ulit, mag-isolate tayo ng integral. So yung pinakaloob ang inuuna. Okay po? So we have integral of 8x, y, z. differential element of x from 2 to 3. So dito po, since meron tayong differential element of x, therefore lahat ng x sa ating integrand ay variables. And then yung remaining letters natin, yung y and z, yon ay magiging constant. In this specific integration lang naman. Kung ganun pala, pwede natin ilabas si 8yz. Integral of x dx from 2 to 3. So we have 8yz. Integral of x dx is x squared over 2 from 2 to 3. So may 2 kang denominator, may 8 kang numerator, you will have 4 x squared y z from 2 to 3. So upper limit tayo, we have 4. Lalabas ko na lang si 4yz dahil constant naman siya dito. So we have x raised to 2, so yan ay 3 raised to 2 minus 2 raised to 2. Ito po ay magiging 4yz times 9 minus 4. We'll have 4yz, 5, and then 5 times 4 is 20yz. So una pa lang yan. Okay, so pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa next integration natin doon sa dy. So yung 20yz, ipalit natin sa naka-bracket na red na yun. Okay, and then we will have integral of 1, 0, ay baliktad. 0, 1, sorry. 1 to 2, and then yung nakuha natin na 20yz, and then dy dz. So ganun ulit. Ihiwalay natin yung nasa loob na integral. So we will have integral of 20yz dy from 1 to 2. So gaya na sabi natin, kung ano yung variable na nasa differential element, which is y, yun yung magiging variable. And then yung hindi po nakalagay dun, yun yung magiging constant. Well, in this case, yung z yung ating constant. Since constant si 20 as well as yung z, ilalabas lang natin siya. Then integral of y dy from 1 to 2. So we will have 20z y squared over 2 from 1 to 2. Simplify, we have 20 over 2, 10z y squared from 1 to 2. So upper limit natin, yung 10 ilalabas ko na lang, saka yung z dahil constant yung dalawa na yan. So we have y squared na 2 for upper limit minus 1 na lower limit kasi squared. We have 10z times 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 times 1 is 4. We have 40z. Kasi nga 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 times 1 is 3. So 30z. And for the last part, yung 30z ipalit natin doon sa naka-bracket na red. So i-rewrite lang natin, we have integral of 0 to 1 na limit and then 30z. And as you can see, z na lang yung natitirang variable. Therefore, wala na tayong i-constant except doon sa ating 30 na number. Okay po. So labas si 30 and then integral of z dz is z squared over 2 from 0 to 1, and we will have 15 z squared from 0 to 1. So 15, upper limit tayo, we have 1 squared minus c squared. We have 15 times 1 squared minus 0 is equal to 15. So ganun lang po ang ating multiple integral, and basta meron kayong na-encounter na more than one variable sa ating definite integral, therefore pasok tayo sa multiple integral. So when we have two variables, we consider that as double integral, and kapag tatlo naman is triple integral. And the very first step na gagawin natin is to isolate yung pinaka nasa loob na integral o yung integration. So in this case, usually dx naman po yan. So itong part na to, yan, yung 8x, yz, pwede po yan magkabali-baliktad. Pwede nyo, pag halimbawa sa problem nakalagay 8y, xz, okay lang po yan kasi ang eco-constant nyo pa rin naman dyan is yung y and z and then variable si x. Okay po? So pwede magkabali-baliktad yan except nga po dito sa tatlo. Diyan and then sa tatlong set of limit. Okay? So if you have questions or clarification, feel free to drop your question sa ating group chat. Okay, thank you for watching sa ating lecture module 14 for multiple integral.